Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Emeka Ozurumba. I'm a poet. I'm here to present a poem called Two Stallions and a Shield. We could see those are emblems of Nigeria. If we look at our coat of arms, we'll see we have two stallions and a shield. But it seems right now our shields are broken and also our stallions are broken. Here it goes, the poem. Fringe putrefaction scallops with the stallions, cicatrices of the mountainous frothy-minced aubergine, melodious of the pronged pomegate prophylactic prophylaxis, worn with rivulets of ash, a rangefinder, and drained poletta from the sandwich, where the sounds which has been in the smoke screen haze to invigorate the weeping weevil that eats in bits the grain of corruption and empties the storehouse with blank pages of a fell stribly. An exponent rabid in falsity caught from his eyes that the congregation uttered the commuter's hawthorn when the ski marks gerontology evaporated the extreme treasury of the state into sycophants in haywire compass. The opiates that drank the penury-programmed population on the payroll of eating dust and gravel and the disposition of the perpetrated is an essential character at loggerheads, reverse of the cherubs when they were toddler angels, befollowed at the inbreeding hedonism, grasping the avaricious germain. Immersions in face cloth of the faceless rithorts, gametes formative to unproductive molecular oasis, with anchorage of fish-toothed supplices, broad kaleidoscope, the impeccable and seaward flies, boomerang de trinody repudiation, toweling tragedine, with monody in perspicuity of snouts, projecting jaws, the woozy woodlouse mendicant, on the stranded canonization tenuous. Calamitous atriums in apathetic subordination, the stoop antimacassar carcinogenic for the inept. Another consolation was eat bread doused in your urine, wind blown to catechisms of the barren pot, with the inflamed boil in peritonitis of hunger. The abdominals burns and burns to concuss the conduced chemace, especially the salvaged home to disintegration, where only now the stallions and shields have broken. There are aspects of us as a country that needs to be amended. For example, if we look at our emblems, our stallions and our shields, we'll notice that they're always dereputed. They're always in a level where when they're being commenced, they're commencing like a fraud attribute. These are not to be. Anytime we see our stallions and our shields and someone takes bribe, our shields and our stallions have broken. Anytime you're a university lecturer and you want to like maybe maltreat your students just because you see they don't want to give you something, our stallions and shields have broken. Anytime you're a policeman and you're a police officer and you're on the road and you have to collect bribes before you do your duty, our stallions and our shields have broken. So we need to reenact ourselves. We need to revive ourselves and understand what it is being Nigerians. And I'm sure if we embrace those emblems, we'll make ourselves a stronger and more diverse country. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to the sports segment of the weekend show. My name is Odiri. Akpan. I always start the sports show with an inspirational quote from some athlete who has worked so hard and gone through a lot to get to the pinnacle of success in his chosen field. But today we have South Africa's Wade van Niekerk. He's the 400 meters world and Olympic record holder. He's also the champion in the world in the 400 meters and, of course, in the Olympics. Now, today he says, we don't have to see ourselves as above others. Just be yourself, okay? And he goes on to say, and ensure that, of course, you are the hero of your own story and, of course, the hero of your own personal growth. So that is the inspirational talk from Wade van Niekerk this morning. Let's go straight into the talking points, some of the stories that have made the rounds in the world of sports this week. Now, we're starting with a sad one. It's not a good one. Former Super Eagles coach and former Nigerian international Samson Siasia was banned from all football-related activities for life by the World Football Governing Body FIFA. This is not good news. Now, he was banned by the Ethics Committee of FIFA, and they have been investigating this particular issue since February 2019. Now, finally, he has been banned. He was also fined 50,000 Swiss francs. Now, he was banned for issues relating to betting activities and match fixing. And from the story I heard, it's as if the coach himself actually admitted that there were instances where he had collected money from some persons just to of course, fix matches. But We're not sure yet of the real deal, what happened in between, but FIFA has come out to the release, and the ban took effect immediately on Friday, 16th of August, 2019. Sad story there, because remember that Coach Samson Siasia led us to the silver medal in the 2005 Under 20 World Cup, also picked up a silver medal in the 2008 Olympics, of course, in Beijing. Right now, away from there, let's go to transfer stories, because Moses Simon left his parent club in Spain, that's Levante, and signed a one-year loan deal with Nantes in France. Now, Nantes didn't waste time. The French club went straight to their Twitter handle to, of course, announce that Moses has joined them for the entire season. And you can see it on your screen. Welcome, Moses, Le FC Nantes. Okay, so away from there, also, Super Eagles squad. Yes, we have a game coming up in September against Ukraine, and the head coach of the team, Ganatro, came out with an 18-man squad, and we have some new people in the squad, like goalkeeper Madka Okoye from Germany making his debut in the squad. We see the usual suspects, Francis Zoho and Ikechukwu Ezenwa in the list, talking about the goalkeepers. For the defenders, we have the normal guys we know, Kenneth Omero, Leo Balogu, but we see Tyrone Ebuehi making a comeback to the squad. Also, Semilogo Ajayi making a comeback to the squad. And we see for the midfielders, we have a debutant into the squad, Joe Aribo. He was picked up from Scotland, and he makes the squad. So I see that the coach is beginning to branch out and bring in new blood into the team. Also for the forwards, we have the usual guys, Ahmed Musa, Samuel Carlo, Moses Simon, Henry Onyekuru. We see Paul Onochu, Samuel Chukwueze, and Victor Osimhen. Talking about Osimhen, my smile is really wide because Osimhen had a dream debut. Yeah, the kind of debut you dream of, and then he had it in real life. Yeah, his first game for Lille in the French Ligue 1, and he scored twice for the club in their victory in the French Ligue 1. So yes, last week the English Premier League resumed. The French Ligue 1 started also last week, and I have goals for you. The goals of the week coming up next right here on the show.
Real chance, second goal, and who else? Ashley Barnes again.
Okay, the goals of the week has chosen to be done, and we're going straight to the UEFA Super Cup. Yes, Liverpool beat Chelsea 5-4 on penalties to lift the cup. I must say kudos to the Chelsea team. They picked themselves up from a 4-0 thrashing at the hands of Manchester United at the weekend to come back and fight hard with Liverpool, get into extra time, get into penalties, and pick up a 5-4 victory. Now, a lot of Chelsea fans came out after the game to say, oh, Tammy Abraham will not be the player that will give us the goals this season. But I could see that the young man, when he was about to take the penalty he missed, was totally nervous, and it was a nervous wreck. So I'd say maybe psychology, maybe Frank Lampard has to put in more confidence into the young man, and he will get you guys the goals you need. But congratulations also to Liverpool for picking up a Super Cup. Before the game, Jurgen Klopp came out to say that his Liverpool team was built to succeed, and succeed they really did. Okay, so away from the Super Cup, we're going straight to, of course, matches that will be played this weekend. We are saying a big welcome to other leagues that are starting today. Of course, the Spanish La Liga started yesterday. Barcelona lost. Okay, there you see some of the goals of the week in the background there. But Barcelona lost yesterday, of course, in their opening game of the season. Terrible in that one. But that was not bad enough, because Bayern Munich drew 2-2 with Hertha Berlin. Who does that? Your opening game of the season. Well, of course, games in the Bundesliga and the Spanish La Liga will be coming up. You see them on your screen, and the English Premier League plus the French League. We see, of course, Arsenal take on Burnley. First game, early kickoff, 12:30 this afternoon. We see Manchester City taking on Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool away to Southampton, and tomorrow Chelsea takes on Leicester City, and on Monday Manchester United will be in action against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Okay, so we're going to the other fixtures in other leagues. We know that in the Spanish La Liga, we see Celta Vigo starting off that game again at 4 p.m. against Real Madrid today. We see Villarreal taking on Granada. Atletico Madrid takes on Getafe tomorrow, Sunday. So the other fixtures in the French Ligue 1 and in the German Bundesliga. So we get you all that, and we move from there, and we have the match of the week coming up for you. Okay, so the match of the week, we'll see Manchester City taking on Tottenham Hotspurs. We'll get to that in just a bit if we can just move away from the league fixtures of the Spanish La Liga. There you see in the Bundesliga, we see Bayern Leverkusen taking on SC Paderborn, Borussia Dortmund up against Augsburg, and Eintracht Frankfurt takes on Hoffenheim, and FC Union Berlin takes on RB Leipzig. That is for Germany. Now we're going to France. Week 2 in the French Ligue 1 is also on, and we see Lille taking on Amiens away from home. Marseille are away to Nantes. That's the new club Moses Simon signed for. And we see Paris Saint-Germain wrapping it up on Sunday night away to Rennes. Okay, that should be a cracking game. But like I told you, the match of the week is between Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur. It promises to be a cracker because Liverpool and Man City told us their intent last week when they picked up victories, emphatic victories, and they say, look, we want to fight for the Premier League title. So we see it's Pep Guardiola against Mario Pochettino, and we see matches played between both sides, 140-50. City has taken on 56 wins, 31 draws, and 53 losses already in this one. But last week, we also saw Raheem Sterling scoring 3 goals in one game against West Ham United. Beautiful, beautiful performance from Raheem Sterling. In fact, a goal was even cancelled that from Raheem Sterling because of VAR. So we will see both teams, of course, with Sterling up against Harry Kane. Harry Kane scored twice for Liverpool, for Tottenham Hotspur, I beg your pardon, in their opening game of the season also. So moving away from there, we're going straight to basketball, okay? Yes, we're wrapping up with the basketball because we see in basketball, the Tigress were in action against Mali yesterday, yes, in the semifinals of the 2019 Women's Afro Basket Championship. And I must say this about the Tigress. Throughout the tournament, they have been emphatic. When I say emphatic, like results like 76-26, like what did the openers come to do? You know, you have to ask yourself this kind of question. You have 4 quarters and you score only 26 points. Okay, I'm proud in. The girls are doing me proud, so I'm really, really happy, and they're doing well. They're defending champions, by the way, and yesterday they were in the semifinals against Mali. They picked up another victory, and they're into the finals. They will take on Senegal in that one. Let's take a look at the highlights of this match.
One of the top players at the World Cup last year gets the rebound, and now the drive from Kalu. Good hands that time by Tereda to knock it out of McCauley's hands. Now Kalu from the arc. And it just gets more and more pressure. All up high, and she puts it up and in.
Their defense is on a string.
Go! Rattles it in from three-point range.
Filling up the stat line once again.
So that's how it finishes. 79-50.
I'm sure you enjoyed that highlight just as much as I enjoyed it. It's great when you win and you win emphatically. It's good. Okay, so I'm wrapping up right here on the sports segment. I'm taking you back to the delectable Osasu. And of course, Andy is also standing by for the lifestyle segment. And please don't forget, don't blink, more entertainment, more